Now, a lot of times when I'm doing, and I am, by the way, the annual programs fund chair for District 7620, and so when I talk to clubs about the foundation, I'm often surprised. They don't really understand the size of this organization. So I thought I would just share a few facts and statistics with you. I encourage you, if you're so inclined, to pull out the annual report for Rotary International and the foundation. You can find it on the website. But here's just a couple of stats I just pulled out. Okay, the contributions to our foundation ranged somewhere between $150 to $200 million a year. 150 to 200 million every year is what's going into that foundation. Last year, 2012-13, 36 countries met the goal of $100 per member given. Pretty extraordinary, don't you think? And last year, the total spending, somewhere in the neighborhood between $200 and $250 million a year, every year, flowing through our foundation to do good in the world. Okay? I mean, I don't know about you. Does that make you proud to think about that? I mean, that's us. That's what we are doing. That isn't like some other dudes. That's us, to the extent that we are involved with what's going on. The other thing I think you need to know about our foundation is that it is an award-winning organization. Now, in my real-world life, I'm the chief investment officer of a firm, and I go and I manage about $1.3 billion of assets. That's what I do. And I am used to looking at organizations, the financials, the quality of organizations. And I can tell you, we, again, should be very proud at the quality of the Rotary Foundation. It's an award-winning organization, Charity Navigator, Institute of Philanthropy, Wise Giving Alliance, all with the highest grades. All right, 90% of the money we give actually goes to programs. That is an amazing stat. Who gives money to, when you actually look under the hood, what are some of the ones, well, I don't want to pick on any other charities, but I can just tell you that to have 10% go for admin and fundraising and 90% go to programs is pretty amazing. Okay? It's something we should, again, be proud of. Be proud. Okay. So I want to talk about this a little bit. How do you define Rotary service? You know, Quentin Woden of the Washington, D.C. Club did a survey of our district, and he asked Rotarians, what do you like about Rotary? Why are you in Rotary? And the top two answers, to the tune of 90-some% of Rotarians, said 1, fellowship, right? Fellowship. 2, community service. Those are the reasons why folks join Rotary. Raise your hand if those are the two, either of those are the reason you like Rotary. Fellowship or community service for all of us, me too. Okay? But in defining Rotary service or community service, over here is a picture of Etta DeGuisin. She was a victim of Hurricane Katrina, and local Rotary clubs dealt with local service. The service we do in our local communities, even more local than being down in Louisiana, let's say, would be just in our local communities. Why do we love to give locally? Someone give me some answers. Jennifer, what's the beauty of giving locally and doing local community service? One thing.
Well, you can see the immediate.
You can see it, can't you? What else? Why else do we like to give locally? James, why do we like to give locally? What's so great about it when we do local projects?
Giving back to the community.
You're giving back to your community, so you can see it, it's local. What else? There's some other great things. Yes?
Well,
I'm sorry, I can't see your name.
Cornell.
Cornell, yes.
The community gets to see the good. They get to see directly.
Absolutely. It's great PR. When you have great PR, we just heard from Daryl Nevin. What does that help when you have great PR?
Membership.
It helps membership. That's right. So when you're giving locally, there's a lot of reasons. That makes us feel good. We live there. We see it. We taste it. Another thing is we have a lot of control over it. Right? You can see the project. All that are great reasons. If you define community service this way, our Rotary Foundation, I don't know if you know, but here in District 7620, 50% of the funds that come back to our district go for the most part, local projects and district grants. So when you're giving to the foundation, and if you are thinking that you're giving to some global, ethereal, philosophical thing, that's not true. 50% of the money that comes back here goes right in our backyard.